called the Explosive Act of 1884. Imagine the context. The Industrial Revolution is in full swing, and explosives are becoming an increasingly important part of mining, construction, and warfare. The need to regulate their manufacture, storage, and use is becoming glaringly evident. Enter the Explosive Act of 1884. The act begins, as many do, with a short title. It is simply referred to as the Explosive Act 1884. The local extent of the act is also mentioned, marking the territories where the act would be in force. Next, we see the commencement of the act. This section lays out the date when the act would come into effect. It's worth noting that the commencement of an act is crucial, as it marks the point in time when the provisions of the act begin to take effect. Moving on, we stumble upon a section that has been repealed. A repealed section is one that has been removed or deleted from the act. This is a common occurrence in the life of legislation, as laws are updated and modified to keep pace with the changing times. And then, we come to the definitions. This section is perhaps the most crucial part of any act. It sets out the meaning of the key terms used throughout the act. In the Explosive Act of 1884, you can expect to find definitions for terms like explosive, factory, magazine, and so on. The act then moves on to address a variety of topics, including the licensing of explosives, the penalties for contravention of the act, and the powers of inspectors. Each section is meticulously crafted to provide a comprehensive framework for the regulation of explosives in the Victorian era. To summarize, the Explosive Act of 1884 is a fascinating piece of legislation, born out of the needs of an era marked by rapid industrialization and technological change. It begins with a short title and local extent, followed by the commencement of the act. We've also talked about repealed sections and the importance of definitions in legislation.
Section 5 is about the power to make rules regarding the licensing of the manufacture, possession, use, sale, transport, import, and export of explosives. This section underscores the importance of having a license to handle explosives. It ensures that only qualified individuals or entities who understand the risks and precautions associated with explosives are permitted to handle them. Section 6 empowers the government to prohibit the manufacture, possession, use, sale, transport, import, or export of specially dangerous explosives. This section acknowledges that some explosives are more dangerous than others and must be handled with extra caution. Scene script, Section 6A prohibits the manufacture, possession, sale, use, transport, import, and export of explosives by young persons and certain other individuals. It recognizes that there are certain individuals who, due to their age or other factors, should not be allowed to handle explosives. Section 7 provides the power to make rules conferring powers of inspection, search, seizure, detention, and removal. This section helps enforce the other sections of the Act by providing a mechanism for checking compliance. Sections 8 and 9 deal with accidents. Section 8 requires the notification of accidents, while Section 9 mandates an inquiry into accidents. These sections emphasize the importance of learning from accidents to prevent future ones. Section 9A is an extension of Section 9 and covers inquiries into more serious accidents. It highlights that more serious accidents warrant a more in-depth investigation. Section 9B pertains to offenses by companies. It holds companies accountable for any violations of the Act. Finally, Section 10 allows for the forfeiture of explosives. This section serves as a deterrent, discouraging individuals and companies from violating.
Dives into the distress of aircraft or vessel. It's a grim topic, but it's one of utmost importance. This section outlines the legal protocols and interventions during such distressing situations. It provides a detailed understanding of how the law intervenes during times of crisis, ensuring safety and justice. Moving on to Section 12, the discussion shifts to abetment and attempts. This section elucidates the law's stance on those who aid, abet, or attempt to commit offenses. It offers clarity on the legal consequences these individuals face, emphasizing the law's commitment to holding everyone accountable for their actions. Section 13 delves into the power to arrest without a warrant persons committing dangerous offenses. This section provides crucial insights into the circumstances under which law enforcement can act without a warrant. It underscores the importance of swift and decisive action in situations where immediate intervention is necessary. In Section 14, we explore the saving and power to exempt. This section discusses the ability of the law to save, or exempt certain individuals or situations from legal consequences, emphasizing the discretion and flexibility inherent in the legal system. Section 16 discusses the saving as to liability under other law. This section emphasizes the interconnectedness of different legal statutes and how they can influence each other. It's a reminder that the law is a vast, complex web, not a series of isolated rules. Section 17 extends the definition of explosive to other explosive substances. This section broadens the scope of what is considered an explosive, incorporating more substances under this category and ensuring the law stays relevant in the face of evolving threats. Section 18 outlines the procedure for making publication and confirmation of rules. This section provides a behind-the-scenes look at how laws are made and confirmed, shedding light on the meticulous processes that ensure each law is fair and just. Section 19 deals with the transportation of explosives by air. This section addresses the legalities and safety measures surrounding the transportation of dangerous substances, reinforcing the law's commitment to public safety. Finally, Section 20 discusses the removal of difficulties. This section provides insights into how the law actively works to remove barriers and difficulties, ensuring justice is accessible and achievable for all. Each section provides a unique glimpse